hope I'm doing this right. This is the first time I've scheduled one to start later. I was going to do this at church, but I can't get my phone to bring up my video here. Anyway, I'm here now, so you'll either get this early or you'll get it at 10 o'clock. But either way, good morning. Not such a great morning start, but I see blue sky coming, so it's going to get better. Okay, today, I want to talk about Jesus because he's our example. And, when I look at Jesus, if we look in Mark 1:35, it says that Jesus would get up very early in the morning, not just early in the morning, but very early in the morning while it was still dark, and go out and pray. And, he didn't just get up and go into a nice comfy chair in the lounge and pray there and hope that he didn't get disturbed. He went out. He went outside in the cold night to find a lonely place, to find somewhere where he could be just alone with God, that he could spend time just alone with God. And I think, if Jesus was prepared to do that, then we need to look at our prayer life too. How much time do we spend alone with God? There's a lot of prayer sessions going on all over the country now, which is awesome. The more the merrier. But nothing beats our alone time with God. Sessions are good, group prayer is awesome, but we need to spend time alone with God because that's the only time that we really get to hear from God. And it's not sort of so much about what we say or anything like that, because the most important words that are going to be spoken during that time is what God is saying to us. And we need to be in that place where we can block out everything else and just be in his presence. And even if we don't hear anything from God, we'll come away feeling better because we've committed that time just for him to speak to us. So, this was not just a one-off thing that Jesus did, because in Luke 5:16 it tells us he often withdrew. He often went off to lonely places so that he could pray. And if you think even at the end in the Garden of Gethsemane, he took disciples with him, but he said, you stay here. I'm going over here to pray. I just want to be alone with the Father. I just want to have that one-on-one time. And, I think in our lives we need to look at that and think, is that something I need? Is that something I need? Do I need to be spending time with God alone so that I can just be in his presence and pick up, whatever it is he wants me to hear today, whatever it is he has to say to me today, even if it's just the comfort of being in his presence. Sometimes just coming aside from all our troubles, all our busyness, and just sitting in the presence of God. We don't need to have a rhema word. We don't need to have any great, amazing breakthrough. It's like just being in his presence will bring peace. Suddenly all the rushing around, all the busyness, all the got to get here, there, everywhere and do this, that and the other is gone, and we can just sit in his presence and soak up the presence of God. And there is nothing better. There is nothing better for us. So today I really encourage you to make sure you make time. For me, it's easier at the beginning of the day, but for some people it might be easier at the end of the day. But, we need to make time just to be alone with God. We need to make time to just be able to sit in his presence, not necessarily come with a big list of what we'd like him to do or how do I do this, that or the other, but just come and sit at his feet and just go, I'm here in your presence, Lord. This time is just for me and you. I'm not going to think about anything else. I'm not going to plan anything else. I just want to be in your presence. And, if we'll do that, we will find peace. We will find the peace that we're looking for in all sorts of other places, because God is faithful and he will meet you in that place of peace. And like I say, even though you don't get any great revelationary words, just being in his presence will just make everything different. So that's my word for you today. Be blessed and be a blessing, and I'll see you again soon.